Hello everyone, in this video we would be looking at how to set up camera for the Nift entrance exam that is scheduled for the 6th of February 2022. We would also be looking at some of the precautions and necessary do's and don'ts that you have to keep in mind while you are preparing the setup for this particular exam. As you can see, this is basically the invigilator's view. So the front cam and the rear cam, that is device 1 and device 2 respectively, gives a clear picture of how exactly you are sitting, who is the individual who is sitting to write the exam, and also a clear vision about what is happening in the periphery of the candidate to the invigilator. The invigilator gets an idea of whether any malpractices is being used by the candidate. In this particular view itself, it's quite clear how the desk has been maintained by the candidate. While writing the exam, your desk and also your walls, or if the cupboard closures are present near the writing table, please ensure that all of that remains clean. Of course, you can keep the rough A4 sheets that you can use for rough works or also for submitting your drawings, but please ensure that there is nothing other than those A4 sheets. Be assured you must be preparing very hard for, let's say, topics like general knowledge and all, but please ensure that there are no sticky notes or flashcards related to such topics. Now let's look at the rear view camera. The rear view is actually provided by device 2. Device 2 should be an Android device. Here we have used a mobile holder for holding our Android mobile. It is not necessary that it always has to be a mobile holder. You can also use a paper crafted mobile stand or a transparent glass, or even you can arrange it on your bed with the help of pillows, etc. But please note that you do not use any of the books to keep the camera or the mobile device. Since the actual exam is for a longer duration and you will have to ensure that the device 2's camera is on for that long duration, it would be better if you connect it with a power source, and also if you charge that particular device to the full battery power. Also, please ensure that device 2, which is to be an Android device, has the you can access device already installed in the Android mobile or Android tablet. You also need to have the latest version of the Google Chrome browser, a well-functioning microphone, and a camera of at least 1.3 megapixel. Now these were some of the basic things that you had to note while you are setting up device 2 especially. There are also some important precautions that you need to consider while you are writing the exam. Please ensure that there is no other person in the room other than the candidate who is writing the exam. Ensure proper lighting. Let's say, for example, do not put the light source right behind you. That would make it extremely difficult for the invigilator to have a good view of what is actually happening around you, and also make it extremely difficult for them to identify your face. Also ensure there is no other noise source in or around that particular room. Please note, moving from one room to another or moving around is not at all permitted during the entire duration of the exam. In no case should you switch off or turn off your webcam or microphone. Also, once you set the camera angle of both device 1 and device 2, please note that you don't change them. Do not look away from the device 1. Always have your face clearly facing the device 1 as shown here. However, whatever be the precautions that we are taking, there could be chances that there might be some mess-ups that could happen. You have the option to talk or chat with the invigilator. Please feel free to use the same. Please note, if you do not have the microphone options in any of the devices, you are not supposed to use the headphones or earphones. You will have to arrange for a different device altogether. As mentioned earlier, power sources would be something that is extremely important for these exams because you have two devices which will have to run for at least 5 hours. So it is always better to have a power source near both your device 1 and device 2. If you find that difficult, please ensure that you have extension cable, ensuring that there is power supply near both the devices. On the eve of the exam, fully charge both the devices that you would be using on the exam day. And just in case your Wi-Fi might fail, ensure that you have a backup mobile hotspot that is always available, at least for this 5 hours of the exam. We know it is an extremely difficult scenario for a lot of students who have prepared really hard for the last few months. For the last few days, we have been continuously coming up with various sessions to ensure that the preparation and your path to that particular exam becomes a bit more easier. We hope with such explainer videos we are at least trying to calm some nerves out there. Please do not give up, keep studying, happy learning, and all the best for the exams. Until we meet in the next session, this is THiNC Institute of Design signing off. Thank you.